Hello, everyone. Just going to double check that we are live streaming on YouTube. But welcome to our, here we go. I think they can see me. Welcome to our readings, our Magi readings, the very first one that we are doing here today. We have some special guests with you tonight, which I'll introduce in a moment. If you have not been here before, please let us know that you're in here in the chat and let us know where you're tuning in from. My name is Jai, and this is your channel for grace. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. And you can also give this video a thumbs up and click that notification bell so you get the notification when I go live or when I upload a video. Hey guys, welcome in. If you would like to schedule personal readings with me or with any of the other two readers, with me you can do so on my website, and then they'll let you know how you can schedule readings with them personally. If you want to check out the EARTHSCHOOL for Lightworkers, which begins on March 30th, please do so. The description or the link to that is in the description of this video. If you want to make love donations, I will talk about that in a minute after we introduce the readers, how this broadcast is all going to work. But thank you guys for being here. Please share this video on social media, text it to your friends, let them know that it's happening, and let's have some really, really awesome fun in here tonight. So I want to introduce my very awesome new epic friend, Danny from Northern Comfort Tarot, who is one of our readers tonight.
Hey everybody, it's Danny from Northern Comfort Tarot. I just want to say I'm honored to be here, and I'm honored to be a reader for you in service and a channel for grace, on Channel for Grace. I had a dream of this back in October of last year, that I'd be doing tarot and helping bring the tarot community together. And this is my dream come true. Thank you so much, Jai, for helping this come into play. And I know that it's going to be a powerful evening for everyone to get a glimpse into what they need to hear from Spirit to help them tonight and going forward through March and in the future. So without further ado, I want to share a special friend of mine that we've known each other for quite some time. All of us are actually linked through Jason from Ray of Light Tarot. So I want to give a shout out to him. Hey man, I love you so much. Thank you for everything that you've done, and for bringing us together, even though you had no clue. So without further ado, here is Jessica from Whispers of Grace.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica. I am the owner of Whispers of Grace Healing, LLC. And I am just so excited to be here with everyone, coming together with my soul bro, Danny. Love you. And Jai, you are just such a special energy, and I'm so glad that we've all crossed paths. Jason was actually one of my first paid readings that I ever did, and I'm just so excited to see how the connections I have made and the growth that has happened with my tribe is just amazing to see and experience for myself. So through all these connections, you know, we're all here for the same reason, and spreading loving messages to gain closure and heal those wounds that need to be brought to the surface. And I just hope that we get some really good messages from Spirit tonight.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jessica. I'm so excited that it's funny because we just now are getting to know each other. This is almost like the first time that we're seeing each other live and get to talk to each other. And what a cool way to do it. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about how this broadcast is going to work, how the readings are going to work. And then we will get started. I see you guys in the chat, and I'm so excited that you guys are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support and for your participation here. So what we're going to do is a $10 minimum donation to my PayPal link, which is paypal.me/Eagle Star Yoga. Maybe Danny can put that up on the chat. And when you make your $10 minimum donation, I will write your name down on our list here, and we'll just get an ongoing list, and then we'll just go in order from first person to second person like that. And we already actually have one person that donated, who is Ellie. Ellie, are you in here in the chat? So what you're going to be able to do once you make your donation is tell us what your question is here in the chat, so we can all three of us see it. I think all three of us are actually looking at the chat right now. Yeah, that's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to switch to the screen where you get to see all three of us at the same time. So you get to see the cards that we're pulling. And let's do it. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Now it's all three of us on the screen. Thank you guys for being here. So Ellie, I'm assuming she is in here.
Hey, Jai.
Yeah.
I can't do the link to where it's actually makes a link. Can you
let me try it. Yeah, let me try it. I'll put it on here. Good evening, Debbie. How's it going?
Hi everyone. I see a lot of my tribe members hopping on, so I just want to jump in. Sheila, Cynthia, Debbie, I love y'all so much. Thanks for being here, and I'm really excited for y'all to see us working together. I really feel like this is going to be huge, so make sure that y'all like and share the video, okay?
Thank you. Let me see if that worked. I'll try it again. Oh, I'll try to do it from the computer. Maybe it'll work from the computer. Give me 1 second. Is Ellie in here? I'll probably send her a message. People.me/equal_yoga. Yeah, right. Here we go. Mercury retrograde. All right, Cynthia, I got you. Thank you for.
There we go. Yay.
That one work?
Yeah, that one worked.
All right, awesome. And Angelica, thank you for donating. And what we do, you guys, so you're like, as you guys do this, you're actually supporting this channel by being here, but you are also supporting all three of us, because what I'm going to do once we go through this whole thing is I'm going to actually split what we make here with all three of us. So you're supporting all three of us at the same time. I just wanted you guys to know that. All right, so I don't think Ellie is in here yet. I'm sure she'll find her way in here soon. What I want to do is begin with Cynthia, since you have put up your donation. And Cynthia, will you ask your question on the chat?
Cynthia, hey Tom
Adrian, how's it going?
And I saw Paul joined in too. Hey, Paul. Paul's a good friend of mine from, he's from Jersey, I think. And he's been following my channel for a long time as well. So thanks for coming, brother.
Awesome.
Dewey. Jess, there's no audio. Or I don't have audio.
You're good. I can hear you, Danny.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Waiting for Cynthia's question. All right, Lee. How are you?
Thanks, Sheila. We're feeling your vibes.
And William.
That's greatly appreciated.
Thank you. If I miss you guys, if you make a donation and I miss it, like just tell me and I can go into my email and check it real quick, okay? But so far we've got, where is Cynthia?
Cynthia is talk sloppy.
Like, wait, what's that?
Cynthia is talk sloppy.
Talk sloppy? Guys, I will just keep sending good vibes. Okay, okay, all good, Sheila.
Yeah, we're waiting for you to talk. What's your question that you want answered through the card?
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. You made another donation, which was really sweet. Thank you so much. Christina, I got you on the list.
Okay, so we're doing Cynthia right now.
Yeah, we're waiting for Cynthia's question while I write down everybody's donations that's coming in.
I'm ready for you, girl.
Okay, so
I don't even know what your question is, but they already had me pulled.
So
her question's a
Cynthia
general.
she doesn't have a specific question. Hey, Ellie, she just wants like a general message from us. Okay. So, okay. Anybody want to go first? Anybody want to have a...
Well, I already got my cards out, so if y'all want me to start.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Though.
She's my girl anyway, so all right, girl. So Cynthia, my dear Cynthia.
I got you, Elpis, by the way.
You are on this huge ascension and initiation process. A lot of what is coming through for you is, this is that time for you to really embrace that inner goddess, okay? Finding that true personal power and taking the necessary steps to realize your true potential through this goddess energy. The goddess that I picked for you tonight is Aphrodite, all right? And it says, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So this is really, and I know some of the things that you have been going through. Listen, you know your worth. Okay, we talk about this all the time. And this is really that time for you to embrace not only the beauty and the dignity that you show up with on a daily basis, because you know how special you are. Now, with the initiation card, and I do see health and a lot of this more self-care, it's really important for you to start, again, we're going back to the basics, filling your own cup. Don't put yourself in such a place where you feel that you are wearing yourself thin trying to take care of others' needs, okay? Because through this initiation process, you're going to see just what you're made of. And don't worry about the details right now, because you are called to serve this planet on a higher stage, like setting, than you're used to. So get ready for the change to come, okay?
Wow, and that's funny because I got the Ace of Cups. I got the Ace of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So that's filling up your own cup with the Ace of Cups and moving into your own power towards that 10 of Cups, that happy home and family and happy dwelling that you're wanting to stepping into your power. And then the Page of Swords is doing just that. It doesn't have to take place right now, but it's all the baby steps that get us towards where we are moving into as we ascend, right? The last card that I pulled was an Angels Oracle card, and it was the Ocean. And the message off of that is pretty much speaking to moving towards spirit through the use of water. And it's funny, you had two cups, which are water signs, right? So moving towards the deep blue sea speaks to your soul. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all the cares and concerns. And as those cares and concerns wash away, you're lifting up those concerns and allowing source energy or your guides to help you with those issues, so that you become closer to that 10 of Cups in your life.
Nicole, I got you. All right, so Cynthia, it's crazy because when I pull for your reading, I'm using the animal spirit cards, and you got 2 spirit animals, and you'll be surprised at what they are, but you got the golden egg and the black egg, which are, I'll tell you what they are right now, but it's interesting that you got both of those. Raquel, I got you. Okay, I'm just saying that so I let people know that I'm seeing their names and writing them down. Yeah, exactly, right? She's like, what? So the golden egg is a message from your heart center. It's called the unstruck sound. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga nidra or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart. Staying open to any response you hear. Engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence, uncomfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell up like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for far too long. Listen to the message that's been waiting to tell you. And this is about your heart center, right? So this is opening yourself up to listening to your heart, which is the connection to your soul, your inner being that communicates to you all the time. Sometimes we block it because our thoughts want to tell us like the story of how things are going to go. We have expectations, or we have things that just we think we know what we want, but really, if we really like dig deep into our heart, that's where we're going to truly find what we truly want. And then the black egg is all about the throat chakra. So you've got the golden egg, it's like listen to your heart. And then the black egg is about speaking your truth.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
The black
go, girl.
egg contains, one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in. Books draw us in. The concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself, and what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things others want to hear, gossip or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It's the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. So connect with your heart and then speak your truth. That's my message from you, for you.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Rebecca, I got you. All right, so Ellie, you made a donation before the video started. Did you want us to, was that for a reading?
I'd say.
I think so. I just want to make sure she's in here and listening. Thank you, Golden 3. I am very lost right now and have been chomping at the bit to finally lock down one of these readings and to have you all 3 like mega yes. Okay, so Ellie will be next.
Okay.
What's your question, Ellie? I know this is pretty fun.
I'm loving it.
Oh, thanks, Caddies. Yep, good stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Spice. Is that hot spice? Is that you, Lee?
Ellie said you can go ahead with anyone else. And then
Loving the spirit vibes.
Yeah, if someone else wants to go ahead, she said it's okay.
All right, Angelica. Angelica, are you ready? Post your question. Hey, Adrian's in here. I did see you.
Man. Dewey. The Deuster.
You locking it down. You guys are so sweet. This is fun. Waiting for Angelica's question. I wish I could play music, but you know, copyright stuff. Like some soft, like ambient music.
I know. And Danny and I have been talking about that too, because I want to start making more meditation videos. So trying to figure out how to play around with that without getting flagged.
Angelica, put her question above. I'm going to take a look for it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Melissa, I got you. Thank you for your donation. Every time you guys hear that little noise, that's like somebody like coming in with a donation. I know, I need to do that. I was just, you read my mind, Adrian. I like absolutely need to do that. Make my own music and then just play it.
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, Angelica, I can't find your question. Can you type it in real quick? Or copy, cut, and paste it. That speaks to everyone else too that has a question. Kind of get your questions ready to go, and then copy, cut, and paste them in there when your name is called. That'll help us big time to keep the continuity running.
There's no way to donate yet, Paul. Oh. As soon as my channel gets monetized, you'll be able to donate into the super chat. But for now, we're doing PayPal because I'm not able to turn on the super chat. So if you can sign into PayPal, that will be awesome.
And Angelica, the only thing I see from you is a retracted message. That sucks.
Oh, that's weird. What does that mean when there's a retracted message?
It's either she deleted it or she was moderated.
There was no moderator in here.
Yeah, I don't think it was moderated. Who's next up? Smarty Pants Danny. Yeah, sometimes. That's my higher self coming out, actually. He is a very smart dude. You can just ask Jessica.
Yes, he is. He's very matter of fact, straight to the point. He knows what he wants and he says it super clear. It's like Danny on steroids, basically. It is. You're a very straightforward personality, but yeah. He's very direct.
Yeah, he's cool. I called him cocky once and he didn't really like that at all. But he's not cocky. He's just really straightforward.
Yes.
Thanks, Sheila. Hot Spice! He's in here from Periscope. I love that you came in here and that you made a donation.
Maybe who's up next while we're waiting for Angelica? So they can get their question ready.
Where are you from?
I'm actually from South Carolina.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Angelica's question is in.
Okay.
Will I be able to heal from being discarded after 22 years investing all my love and soul? And is there true...
I knew that was coming. All right.
Will I heal from being discarded? You will if you want to.
Yes.
Amen.
But we can pull the guidance, right? Like the universe wants to tell you about it. Yeah, what love out there for me? Oh, is there love out there for me? What do I need to know to be able to live and trust again?
Angelica, I just want you to take a nice big deep breath for me, hon. Try not to focus so much on the pain. Focus on breathing in light to your heart space so I can tap into your energy a little easier.
And Lee, you are next, so.
Have you actually been feeling flutterings in the heart space, Angelica? I would say especially within the last 3 months. I feel like there's almost this tightness, shortness of breath. And it could be dealing with the stress and anxiety, but
I love how well this. And I love the card you're getting.
So I can go.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I've got the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. So this 5 of Pentacles is feeling like you've either missed the boat or you're feeling left out in the cold. And really the message is you've been waiting for something to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. And the 8 of Wands says it's time to start moving on, moving into doing you is really it. What that means, and I know I get a little meh when someone says, well, you got to do you. Angelica, it means that your life is yours and it's for the taking. And you have that ability to let go of your fears of being alone, let go of your fears of not getting what you want or not receiving the fruit that's coming in, because that's just not true. Once you look past that and you start moving into the 8 of Wands, which is travel, change, movement, when you start making the changes in your life, love will come in. So that's like loving yourself, filling your cup, the Ace of Cups, and filling yourself up with fulfillment and abundance. These things will start coming in like cogs on a wheel. Click, 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 and then love is click, and and it'll start manifesting in your life. I also pulled from the Angela's Mystic Moon Oracle deck, Divine Timing and returning to your old self, the old is ushering in the new, so to speak. And there are people that admire you. And the more you move into a positive energy, the more positivity you'll get. And that doesn't mean that you have to wake up with a smile on your face every day, because I don't wake up with a smile on my face for most days, but yeah, as you step into your own power, so too will that feeling of loss and feeling of abandonment and feeling of these are all things that you can work on as well. Working through those things, that'll bring the light and let the light inside you shine brighter and brighter and brighter. And as it gets brighter, boom, someone will step in and give you a big smooch on the lips, and you will be able to love again. But that's up to you.
Sat nam, brother.
Amen.
I'm gonna read you my cards. I picked from the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell, which are like some of the most beautiful cards ever. You got 2 cards. You got Sisterhood of the Rose, and you got another card called You're Already Doing It. So Sisterhood of the Rose, I'm gonna put it up first. The sisterhood of the rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You are being called to notice that beauty all around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You're being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insights and grace. So this is a card of beauty, devotion, the priestess, the mystic, and the teacher. And it's saying that, for one, you're being called to listen to, you know, the call of nature, the whispers of nature. And you're also being told that you have backing. Like, when you connect to that energy, when you connect in that way to Mother Earth, it's like you're linking yourself to all of the things that have happened energetically, and all of that backing that comes with connecting to that energy, which is Mother Earth. There's so many people that have like done the work, they've been through it. And then when you connect to it, it's almost like, the vision I'm getting is this intricate like web, and you just have to like touch it, and then you'll receive through that touch the answers, and you'll know what to do. And you're already doing it. This card, stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. It's like you're just like being like wanting to know, being curious. That curiosity actually is what's lighting the path right now. So if you're already doing it, you just got to keep trusting, and you got to keep looking for that hope, that faith. I can hear the chat in the background for some reason. Just keep like looking for that hope and that faith, and keep looking forward. Like, don't look back, because looking back is just going to activate all of that energy. But that's not what you want. You want to keep facing forward.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So I know that Angelica did say that she is having these symptoms. Now, I am not a doctor by any means, and I would definitely get it checked out, because what I'm feeling is pretty severe. Now, I do feel like a lot of this has to do with anxiety, but I am also a firm believer in more of a holistic, natural lifestyle where we're not being put on meds. Even if you do, it should be temporary. It should not be a lifelong thing. But I do suggest you getting some Reiki or doing some clearing the cords, cutting the cords rituals, because your tie to this person, this love that you're holding on to, which of course, with it being that long, it is going to be, you have a lot of time and love invested in this person. And I totally understand that. Okay. But this situation has really kind of taken over. It's like mind over heart situation. Like, I'm even getting choked up just trying to talk about it. So this situation has gotten you so much in your head that you haven't been able to see clearly in a long time. And you might find yourself going back over and over and over, trying to figure out where this went wrong. Why wasn't I good enough? What could I have done differently? This is where I need you to come to this place of forgiveness for yourself. You did not deserve whatever happened in this situation. It was not because you did anything wrong or that you were not good enough. But what you have to understand, that it is time for you to put an end to this. And this is where your free will comes in, hun. You have to choose. Do I sit here and continue repeating my past and keeping myself imprisoned in this pain? Or do I choose to look forward to my future with light and enthusiasm and courage. I mean, it takes courage for us to face our shit and to say, hey, listen, I have been through some hard stuff and I choose to have a good heart, and I choose to open that heart to others, because other people do want this. Like Danny said, there are people who admire you. Okay. Other people can see it, but I feel like your pain has kind of gotten in the way of you seeing how amazing you really are and what you have to offer. So it goes back to filling your own cup and learning to love yourself again. So again, I completely agree with Danny, and I completely agree with Jai, where you are heading. There's a lot of movement for you once you take this chance to say, I am done. This is part of my past and it can no longer come with me. It is a part of my story, but it is a chapter that has ended. Today, I am writing a new one. So now it's coming to that place of looking deeper inside and realizing what patterns need to change, what beliefs need to change, and understand that you are worth loving and you need to start loving yourself more, because you have a lot to offer that you've been holding back due to this anxiety and this guilt with this relationship. So don't put yourself on the back burner feeling like you're not worthy, because that's not the case at all. Okay. Awesome. I hope that helps.
That's a beautiful message, Jessica. That's exactly right. It's like the question itself like reflects what the feelings that are going on within. And it's like, just trust, like look at it as the universe. It's like, it was a big, long lesson. Like it was really long. It was a really long one, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Like, you can get through this and you will be okay. And of course you will find love, but you got to like find yourself now.
Yes. That is the biggest lesson for a lot of people within the last few years. And listen, I've been on that journey myself of that self-discovery without holding on to all this baggage and to all this pain and using that to, protect myself. And now it's like just washing all away and stepping into that authentic truth. This is a lot of reoccurring themes for a lot of people in my life and, connections I've come across. So really, for anyone who's watching these videos, it is time to step into your own power and own who you are. And if you don't, that's okay. This is that time to learn it. So take that time for yourself, y'all.
Thank you so much, Angelica. Yeah, she's crying right now. I will see you in the Earth School. I'm also going to be in attendance.
I just saw that. That's so freaking cool. I'm so happy, Angelica.
Welcome to the community.
Like, yeah, this is going to help you so freaking much. So much. I'm so happy for you.
March is the time to step into our power, and this is like perfect. This is perfect timing. Abundance is now, even in this retrograde, especially in this retrograde.
I honestly can't believe how much of usually Mercury retrograde really affects me in a lot of different ways. This has actually been the most empowering Mercury retrograde I've ever experienced. And
Amen.
I'm excited, y'all. Like I was telling everyone, like good things are coming. It's gonna happen. I feel it. I know it, and I'm ready. I'm ready.
I feel that same thing too.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Angelica. If you guys want to get a reading, I know somebody posted a question. I think it was Sunlight. If you want to get a reading, make sure you make a $10 minimum donation to the PayPal link. It's paypal.me/Eagle Star Yoga. So Lee, Mr. Hot Spice, you're next. If you want to put up your question. This retro kicked me in the butt, but I bounced back and I'm pumped. It ends on March 28th, the retrograde, by the way, you guys. So right before we start the Earth School, Mercury direct. Perfect timing. Always happens that way.
I'm loving the messages so far.
Mm-hmm.
Me
That's
too.
great.
This is really sweet. I think he's still in here. We're just gonna wait.
Who's up next?
Lee.
Lee. Okay.
Yeah. Let me go see what his name is. He's Spice Beauty. That's who he is in here.
Spice.
Spice Beauty. Yeah. March forward, journey further. Yeah. My last. What's SR? Has Mercury. So lots of deep stuff. I don't understand like the little acronym. What's SR? Pray all goes better after the March 29th. All your inspiring guidance listening. Yes. Do we need to have a question for the reading? You don't necessarily have to have a question. You can ask for general guidance as well if you'd like to. Oh, your solar return. Got it. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm like learning the lingo as we go. Feel free to share anything you guys want to share to them while we wait for the question.
So I'll just let everyone know too, because I know I didn't exactly explain what I do.
Yeah, please.
This is like, hey, this is me. Hey. So I'm actually not only an empath and highly intuitive. I did discover about almost 3 years ago that I am a medium as well. I am clairvoyant. I have clairaudience and all that good stuff. I'm still learning all of my abilities. I am also a Reiki practitioner. So yeah, there's a lot that I've learned about myself in the last 3 to 4 years about my abilities, but you'll see me with my readings, even though that I use tarot, I'm using a lot more abilities. You'll see stuff come out of or hear stuff come out of my mouth. I don't even know what it is. And Danny can testify to that, but it all makes sense in the end, right? That's all that matters. So
Exactly. Thank you for sharing that.
absolutely.
So we got Spice's question, and it is my question. What's going to help me move forward this year? What's going to help me move forward this year?
Well, I already had pulled one card for you, Lee. And I wasn't really sure where the question was going, but they wanted it to come out. So we'll see where else this goes. But the fact that your question was phrased like that, I feel like this one might be kind of a clear answer for you. Please do not take it personally, because I'll tap more into it once I get a few more cards pulled. But we have release jealousy. Okay. So a lot of what I'm feeling is comparing to. So like, don't compare yourself to other people and where they're at on their journey, because everyone's on it at an individual pace and going on their own flow and through their own experiences. You're never going to, even two psychics can go through something similar, but they're not going to experience it the exact same way or have the same feelings about it. So you just have to understand that being patient, releasing the ties or the attachment to the outcome, and wondering why someone might get something quicker than you or whatever the case may be. Just be patient, enjoy it, be in the moment. It says jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and let the universe manifest. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it all, so can you. And you need to be dreaming of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal, because they contain valuable insights that will help help you manifest your desires into reality. So I don't know if you're more of a visual person, if you have like that clairvoyance where you're seeing, you know, daydreams. A lot of people don't realize that when they're daydreaming very vivid things, they're seeing it happen. That's what clairvoyance is. So if you're either having daydreams, images pop up, dreams, very vivid dreams, you need to be recording this stuff. And you can ask your spirit guides through meditation to give you that guidance towards what your next goal or step is in your adventure, and make sure that you trust the guidance that you're receiving. And remember to take care of yourself first, okay? So a lot of what natural empaths do is trying to fix and take care of other people all the time, that they forget to take care of themselves. No matter what, you are on your own individual journey. Yes, we are here to help others, inspire others, and, you know, be that support, but we are not meant to carry people. Okay, so you have to release that as well. I feel like you are on a very divinely guided path, and the messages that are coming through might seem very subtle right now, but once you start trusting the messages that you're receiving, they're going to become stronger and more clear for you. So if you haven't been meditating regularly, I would suggest you starting that, just so you can calm the mind and focus more into the heart center, because that's where your answers lie.
Hey, Chandra. You guys, Queen of Swords Tarot is in the house. She's the one that did readings with us last week. So make sure that you guys follow her. I just made her a moderator.
All right.
You've got no choice. Say hi to her in the chat. And I just wanted to say that. But dude, Lee, dude, I'm like, these cards, holy shit, okay? So you got the world, you got the eagle. And the world is, the affirmation of this card that says the world says, I am one with God.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you about the eagle. So you guys know that for like 5 years, I was with someone who was a medicine man from Pine Ridge Reservation, a Native American. And we did like, oh my God, so many ceremonies together. And I learned a lot about eagle medicine. And when we say you have eagle medicine around you, with you, working with you, through you, what it means is that the eagle is the animal that flies the closest to the sun, which represents God, spirit, the infinite. It flies closer to the truth, right? Because the sun is the truth. It's who you are. Let me write this down real quick. And so the eagle, because it flies so close to the sun, it takes you from where you are to where you're going. And where you're going is like getting rid of your karma, because that's what the eagle is all about, like clearing your karma, seeking the truth, stepping into your power, knowing who you are. And like this theme that we've been talking about, just being you in a completely different way. The thing that the eagle does bring is it's quick, it's fast, and it doesn't have mercy. So it will take you directly where you're going. It'll take you home in a way, back to you, back to your soul. So that means that eagle medicine tends to be really intense and really like gnarly. It's kind of like the Tower card, because it'll happen quick. It'll help you move through and you'll be there. But that means that you got to let go of everything that doesn't serve you. You got to let go of the things that are getting in your way. And you have to just trust that what is happening is it's happening for you and not to you. And the minute you remember that and have that gratitude for where you're at in your life, things will shift. And just that perspective change is going to like change your whole life. So where's your life going? I mean, you're literally like coming home to you. That's where you're like, that's where you're going. You're coming home. So yeah.
So basically, I am the clarifier, which pretty much brings the whole thing together. With the Emperor, it's stepping into your power, bud. That's the name of this game, and with the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to be a slow process, but you have to go easy on yourself. Every step is a baby step towards this ascension process. But with the Chariot, it's that steady movement forward that's gonna build up that self-esteem, that self-worth that that empowers you to become what you want and manifest what you want in your life. With your last card, the Knight of Wands, you want to move towards your passion. And I know this has come up 3 times tonight, and I'm sure this is what the ongoing message tonight is move towards your passions and hone in that sense of adventure. Whatever, nailed it, yeah. Whatever you're adventurous about is what you should move towards. And as that energy of feeling fulfilled builds up in your heart, and it starts overflowing, that Ace of Cups, dude, the world is your oyster. The world is at your fingertips, man. So enjoy.
Boom. I was going to say the Chariot is the eagle, because the Chariot is your ride.
Yeah, man.
Like, just hop on. It'll take you right there.
It's your whip.
Don't let you take any baggage. You know what I mean? Awesome, Lee. I love that. All right. Yeah. William is next. And what is your question, William? And you guys, I just want to say something while we're waiting for William's question. So we're doing these readings and we're answering like people's questions. But if you resonate with like what we're saying, it's very possible that this message is for you. I mean, for 100%, if you're resonating with it, like it's coming to you for a reason as well, because you're here, you're part of this broadcast, and nothing happens for no reason, right? And so we've all been like drawn together to be here at this time. So just remember that.
Absolutely. This is fun. Who's up next?
I'm totally enjoying myself, by the way.
Very good. Isn't it? It's so much fun to do this together. Like,
absolutely.
Feed off of each other. Oh.
Yeah, the energy is super high right now, and I'm loving it. Mm-hmm. I could do this all night.
The Majai. Exactly.
Chandra.
Yeah, I won't forget Ellie's reading. If you got to let me know when you're ready, Ellie. Nailed it. Oh my God. You missed a broadcast, Danny, like a while ago when I was playing music on Periscope and I had all these people watching me and I was playing these songs, and it was so funny because there was one song where we were like, nailed it. Somebody said nailed it, and then it became this joke throughout the broadcast and people were putting like hammer emojis, and oh my God, it was so funny, and like it did not stop for days. It was like, nailed it. Keep coming back up. All right, William says, anything Source wants me to know?
Cool.
We'll do Ellie. We'll do you next, Ellie. Okay. Anything Source wants you to know. Now we just need to like all get all crazy and get green screens and like all have background.
Maybe one day.
One day it's going to happen. I'm going to have the full setup.
Are you?
Yes, I want it. Like that's my goal, is to have my own office, my
Ooh, yeah, that's what I have. That's why I love it. That's why I was like, no, why isn't the green screen working? But it's Mercury retro, so you just go with it, you know? Because normally I would have like a really awesome picture behind me, but you guys get to see my green screen today.
It's gone retro.
It's gone retro.
It's just a closet with a green fucking screen at the back. That's all. I like the F-bombs.
You're welcome. Aww.
I think you're still good, Melissa.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
Interesting. The card that you got from me, William, is boundaries. What do you need to where do you need to establish better boundaries? Yeah, we haven't. No, Melissa, there's like actually quite a few people ahead of you. I'll keep pulling, but so far we've got where do you need to establish better boundaries? And that's like that's an inner question, right? You gotta see how that fits in your life. Are you feeling in relationships? Maybe you're already creating boundaries for yourself and the universe is just like affirming that you're doing the right thing? And two other cards. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So this is about the Akashic records. If you don't know what the Akashic records are, it's basically this house of records. It's so hard to explain, right? But this is like where all of your past lives, all of the stories, all of these things are kind of like contained. It's like an energetic field that holds the stories. And what this card is saying is that your path right now is very divinely guided. Like it's an affirmation that you're on the right path. And that really the two things that you need to focus on is making sure that you create really important boundaries and fill up your well. So retreat, rest, and refuel. So like take the time to take care of yourself. That's my message. What did you guys get?
Who wants to go first, Danny? Because I got so many messages.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll clarify that. I don't know what's going on, but you got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. If you're in a relationship, or if you're looking for a relationship, it's looking for you, dude. Because the Four of Wands came up right beside that. Happy wife, happy life, happy husband, happy. I have no idea where I'm going with that, but but it looks like abundance and relationship, because to clarify that came justice. And I don't know, what is your relationship status is the question, because if it's looking bad, it's looking good now or in the near future. I know the Pentacles are a bit slow in movement, but that Four of Wands is like giddy up. So I might have sounded like a sportscaster there, but I'm telling you, keep your eyes out, because you're doing the work as far as that is coming. Yeah, balance and boundaries, absolutely, is the Justice card. So there's some affirmation from Jai's cards. What do you got, Jess?
Oh my goodness! So guess what card I got too?
Four of Wands.
So, okay, first off, I want to just say, like, okay, so I was almost a little thrown off when you, Danny, came in with that, but now I understand where they're going with this message, okay? So, William, right? We're with William. So, what I'm actually getting from yours, and everything I'm totally going to clarify, it all makes sense with everything that they have said. Okay. You are on a big initiation process. You are coming into this state of setting better boundaries, knowing what you want from your relationships, and you are doing, I can see you facing your fears around certain things within your relationships. Now, the one biggest thing that I did hear when I was looking through these cards and tapping into the energy of your relationships is 3 is a crowd. Okay, so if you have had issues with your partners, either, you know, and I hate to say this and to assume, but having third-party relationships or having outsiders intervening in your relationships, this is where those boundaries are going to come into place. And you need to be able to not only speak your truth, but have the courage to set these boundaries and not bend on them, okay? Because you don't need too many people intervening in your relationship. It is not their relationship. So make sure that you have enough of self-love and self-respect for your journey and the things that you want to experience in your relationships to bring about that balance, okay? I don't know if you went through a divorce or what your sign is, but I did have the Queen of Swords with the Justice. Kind of makes me feel like there's a final ending, like there's something either with the court system or this separation with a relationship that's still kind of you're going through the healing process with, right? We have the health card here, and we also have the light with the initiation card. So I do feel like this is one of those things where it's time for you to, while you're going through that reflective state of the past relationships and that stuff that you went through that obviously still sting of pain, you know what I'm saying? These are things that you want to throw into the gauntlet, okay? You want to throw into the fire, even if you have a simple ceremony where you got a little bonfire going out back, write everything down on a list that you want to release, throw it into the fire, give it up to your guides, give it up to the universe, and allow them to take some of this pain from you, because some of this is more energetic ties than stuff that you actually haven't overcome. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you've really been digging, because there is the Hermit card here. This is where that epiphany comes from. And with the Moon card, this is telling me that you're facing those things that you're having to go within to find out about yourself or the relationships from your past. Now, one of the things is I was having some family members start to step in for you, and they wanted me to pull a card from the Talking from Heaven deck, and they want you to know that they are sorry and they're asking forgiveness. And I feel like this kind of goes on more ways than one, whether that's them saying it to you or this saying to yourself, okay? Asking for forgiveness for whatever you feel like you should have, or, you know, you felt like you could have done differently. This isn't really that time to do that. Okay. The relationships in your past ended for a reason, and you learned something from that. So take that as an educational standpoint rather than like guilt and worry and all this stuff that is a negative mindset. What did you learn from these? Did you learn about the red flags? Did you learn about the boundaries? And you're obviously doing the work, but they're telling you don't be afraid, because they're guiding you through these troubling times. They're sailing you through the storm. So you don't have to worry about the obstacles that are in your way, because they're going to guide you around them. So whoever that sounds like to you, just know that they are here with you and helping you through this transition. Okay.
Awesome. Cool.
Hope that resonated for you, William.
Yeah. And next we have Christina. If you want to put up your question.
I can just feel I feel my heart filling up with like so much love and positive energy. It's just, if I look like I'm like vegging out, it's just, I'm just enjoying the blessing of being here and serving.
I know it's almost making me warm. Like I'm
Oh yeah. It's like I took a shot of whiskey or Southern Comfort.
Exactly. Feel the burn all the way down.
Yeah.
A good burn though.
Okay, Christina wants a general message for love, please.
General message for love. Come on, knock on my door. I'll be waiting for you. Whoa.
And William, I'm just going to say, so I just saw your comment that you forgive and understand the whys. So if you have gone through that process of acceptance, then now it's time to more release those energetic ties. Okay. So, because some of these things might still be popping up in your mind, or, you know, you might be seeing these situations that might reflect some of those things in your past. So just make sure that you're clearing that energy out. Okay.
Yeah, soul tribe, exactly.
Ooh. Oh shit. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Go first.
We heard this story before, Jesse?
I actually like where this one's going.
Right on. Like the one we did last week where we kept getting 2 of cups, Ace of cups.
Oh yeah. Twin flame and karmic.
Oh boy.
That's crazy.
Very nice.
You're up, Jess.
Okay. So, all right. Well, I'll jump in then. Okay. So, Christina. Woo! I don't know what kind of connection you got going on, girl, but this one's a strong one. I feel like this person, if you're not actually together like a legitimate couple yet, which I want to know if you are, because whatever this is pretty significant in your life. If it's not, then this is someone that you're immediately drawn and connected to. You're kind of wondering where this connection is going. So I just want you to know, first, they want you to understand that this is more about appreciating the moment. Taking that time, that quality time to get to know this person, okay? Be willing and open with healthy boundaries, okay? With healthy boundaries to open yourself up to this connection, okay? Because I do feel like this is something that might be stable for you. But there's a lot of sexual connection here. Okay, there's a lot of sexual chemistry. And it says, honor the place and one another where you are an eternal soul, for there you will find bliss, and only time will tell. Twin flames is under that too. So if you are wondering, this, it's looking that way. But I do see a very steady home. I see this transition with your connection, but it's still in those beginning stages of truly getting to know where both of you stand with whatever this connection is. But it's a strong one. I can tell you, I was feeling all giddy and shit. So I'm just saying.
Did you get any clarifications?
Am I up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's funny because Christina said she was watching Three's Company. And here I was singing away the Three's Company theme song. So, I get a strong, I've got cards here that started off and it just went into this reconciliation and engagement shit. So that's, that was kind of pinging this twin flame or soulmate kind of relationship, more twin flame actually than anything. But So the first cards that came up for you is free yourself from deception. So what's that saying to me is it's time to take back control of your life is what the free yourself card says. But all that hurt and deception needs to be released that has either happened to you or that you've gone through in the past, because you deserve love. And once you do that, once you release that deceptive, those false masks that may have been imposed on you or that you may have imposed on someone else, once those are released, you will get the love that you deserve, because engagement and reconciliation popped out for you. I didn't even want any more than 3, but these just went flying as I was putting the deck away. So someone from your past is returning to your life, and your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And commitment is the key to the twin flame relationship thing. Now, I pulled extra cards for you to confirm from the twin flame oracle deck of Mystic Moons. And it was like pause and stuck. So you're feeling stuck, and you've paused for a bit, or I don't know how long this pause has been taking place, but there are signs that'll start coming in to show you that communication is near, if you haven't communicated already. And if you have communicated, it'll be more of a conversation that is less of masks and deception and more positivity to flow towards you through that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm hoping that you're resonating. See no evil, hear no evil. Yeah. Off to you, Jai.
Okay, so there was one card that came out from the animal spirit, and it's actually the hawk. And
nice.
The hawk. Here we go with the hawk again, right? It's a really powerful omen. Hawks bring messages from the divine. The hawk is very watchful, and it's all-seeing. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. So I feel like there's something big coming, right? I feel like that's kind of the thing. Something big's coming, and what it is these 3 cards kind of came up, which is interesting. How are they going to fit with the whole reading? Let's see. So you got the hanged one, so the hanged man. So it's like you're going to have to change your perspective about how everything is. You're going to have to take time to listen and watch, just like the hawk, instead of rushing to conclusions. The Empress is the next card you got. So there's an energy here of connecting to nature, connecting to the earth, connecting to your intuition. It's a very fertile time for you. And I feel like this is going to be the backing that you need. So connecting with nature, being like the Empress, being, very earthy, is going to help you to navigate through whatever is coming. And the Strength card appeared. So it's like you have what it takes, and it's like you're ready, like you're right there.
Amen. Absolutely. That ties that in right beautifully. I'm loving it.
Awesome. All right. So I just want to let you know, as I'm getting your donations. This is the list we've got going so far. Let me just read it so you guys know where we're at. We've got Elpis next, Nicole, Raquel, Rebecca, Melissa, Petra, Mary, Karen, Cynthia, Michelle, and then Cassie. If I missed your name and you made a donation, just let me know, okay? And then maybe we'll take a couple more like tap it out. I feel like we're going to be here for a while. Okay, so Elpis, what is your question? And I hope that resonated with you, Christina.
So I guess I'll tell everybody a bit of me.
Go ahead.
In the meantime, I live on the top of Lake Superior. Oh, it's we've got the question. I can wait. He's looking for Hope is looking for a general reading. Is there anything extra Source wants me to know since I had a reading with Jai yesterday? By the way, Jai, Elpis means hope in English, and you were spot on. Sorry for the name confusion for foreigners.
It's all good. It's all good. I did a reading for
awesome.
Yeah.
Anything extra Source wants her to know? Source wants Hope to know.
Okay. I want to see what you guys get because I kind of know the story.
So I pulled from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards because they're just absolutely beautiful when it comes to messages. And I'm just going to look up the Water Guardian, and we'll go into story time for that one. 114. I love the messages that come out of this book, so that's why I'm going to use the book. So you also got the Mirror Guardian. So the Mirror Guardian says, take time to reflect, and the Water Guardian is connect with your emotions. So take time to reflect and connect with your emotions. The message here for the Water Guardian is, this is the Water Guardian. Time to understand how you really feel. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift that allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. Water is the element that is in your blood, your tears, and your flesh. The Water Guardian represents angels of water who will help you to dive into understanding the depths of your emotions. These angels are all about helping you see that your emotions aren't just the feelings that are on the surface. They are also the old emotions you have locked deep within your shadows of your soul. Through helping you acknowledge your deepest emotions, the angels of water help you to hear the messages these have for you and to unlock the intuitive powers and the energies of abundance. Aha, abundance this month is big. So the extended message is your angels want you to know that it's okay to feel the emotions that are surfacing in you at this time. It doesn't matter if they are joyous or sad. They are all powerful messengers that allow you to understand what you want and need. Taking time to breathe and acknowledge them lets them flow through you rather than crashing down on you as an overwhelming wave. Note that there are also, ooh, I just got goosebumps. Wow. Note that there are also intuitive psychic messages arising in you at this time. And unless you acknowledge everything as it comes up, you may miss important guidance that can lead you to support and love. Wow. There's your card and the Mirror Guardian. Who's up next?
Go ahead, Justin.
Well, it's actually funny, Danny, because I got water too.
Wow.
So I'm actually going to read. There are a couple other messages here, but I feel like the messages that are going to come through on this, and I'll just kind of tie everything in later. So let's see. Can I get that without that? Okay. So this is Soleus, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as lakes, river, or the ocean to recharge your battery. Water's curative effects are well known and well documented. Since the human body is composed almost entirely of water, this makes sense. Water can wash away sadness, pain and the ill effects of suffering. Engage in purification rituals involving water more often, and you'll experience an uplifting in your spirit and outlook. Water's magical properties are amplified when you infuse it with your prayers and intentions. Whether you soak in a sea salt bath or bathe in fresh water spring, you're sure to see the difference that water will make. And then we also have the Isol, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. When it comes to matters of the heart, your help is here. It's all around you and also inside of you. Your inner wisdom may seem quieted by any pain that you feel, yet be assured that the healing you're undergoing is swift and efficient, and you truly are healing from the inside out. First, your heart must heal from its grief, loneliness, and any feelings of betrayal. This can take some time, so be patient with yourself. Treat yourself as you would in any ailing person, with caution, gentleness, and tenderness. Next, get yourself out into the world, not in a harsh fashion, but with the outings to parks, forests, and such, which are essential to lightening your outlook. Nature is the great healer, you see. That's why I am frequently amidst the flowers and trees. Although they may seem quiet on the outside, they're quite talkative when you breathe and simply ingest their magical tones and conversation. Spend time among the forests and the trees, as well as the plants and the animals, and you'll regain your foothold upon this planet. You'll receive your sense of spirit and your desire to tread among the living once again. I promise you that your heart will mend and that you'll also help others in this fashion along the way. And the card that I get with that, clarifying it, is let go of guilt and deservingness. You are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how truly amazing you are.
Beautiful.
So I hope that helps.
All right.
There's two Christinas, eh? Jai?
Yeah, I saw that. So the next Christina will be next. So Hope, the message I got for you, there's 3 cards. You've got the Akashic records. And what this is saying is that what's going on for you, like all the situation that's going on for you, is it's all happening because it's divinely planned. And so whatever the outcome is, what you're looking for, hang on, I'm going to hear this echo, and I'm not sure. I just muted you, Danny, for a moment. For some reason, it's like coming from your thing. I don't know what's going on. But so this is like what's happening is divinely guided. It's happening for a reason, and you have to allow the universe to let it create, let it happen. The next thing that you got is boundaries. So right now, because there is a lot going on in your life and there's lots of things happening, you cannot allow whatever energy, negative energy that's coming from any of the situations you're in to affect you. And so creating healthy boundaries means you got to take care of yourself. And the third card you got is the Get Grounded card. So you have to do what you can to ground yourself. That is one of the ways that you can create those healthy boundaries. Because by grounding yourself, you are going to create this like energy field around you that's going to basically like help you when it comes to like dealing with other people. So anyways, that's from me. So yeah, for some reason, like there's some kind of an echo that comes from your thing, Danny, and I'm not sure if it's because of like the speaker system that you have or.
Is it still there?
No, I believe it's not.
Cool.
What was it? You're
I don't know.
welcome.
I just killed my lav mic. That's all.
Okay, okay. So we're good now.
Cool.
I think we're good.
Danny on the case. Stepping into my divine masculine.
Okay, Christina wants to know what is coming in the love department.
You're just a love machine.
All right, let's see. Wow.
You guys are crazy. Now that's stuck in your head, Ellie. Yeah, sorry about that.
The readings, Kath, are $10 minimum donation to the PayPal link, which is paypal.me/Eagle Star Yoga. And you can get on the list.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
You're good. I'm staring at my cards.
I don't know why my throat chakra is being so affected. Do you have a hard time, like, speaking up for yourself, or communicating like what you actually want out of relationships? Because it's like tight. And I usually associate this with some form of communication problems. And see, as soon as I say it, it's gone. Like, something, there's some form of communication that needs to happen, whether it be speaking up for yourself, setting clear boundaries, telling people what you need, you know, putting it out into the universe. And you know, that's coming to me now too. Like, be careful of how you're speaking to the universe about relationships in your life, because whatever you put out there is going to come to you. And you know, we've all been guilty of it, but we have to be very careful because our words hold power. So if you go around thinking all relationships are going to be like your past ones, then you're going to keep attracting the same kind of people. If you have a higher hope and a better outlook on the relationships that you're wanting to attract in, then you need to kind of, you know, prepare yourself and be able to speak up if you need to.
She says she's completely single.
She's what?
She's single.
Yeah. Well, I see that. I mean, I do. Okay. Do you want me to just go while y'all are still pulling?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So the cards that I have for you really deals with coming to that place of surrendering and releasing the control of the outcome. Okay. Coming to a place of acceptance and allowing things to take a natural course. The first thing I want to say is acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is out of our control. So focus on the things that you do have control over. Really, we don't have much control over anything in our lives. The things we do have control over is how we're choosing to show up and what we're willing to do with the social experiences that we have, right? We have a choice of opening ourselves up or closing ourselves off. We have the choice of speaking up or not saying anything at all. But there's really not much you can do when it comes to controlling the situation and hoping it turns out in your favor. So when you allow things to take a natural course and you come into that state of surrender and figuring out, like, is this even right for me? Does this feel good? Does it not? And being true to your intuition and in your heart, you know you're making the right decision. There is definitely passion. There's someone you have a strong connection with, because I feel like you're just now coming into, or maybe not just now, but you're coming into this even stronger power of knowing what you're working with, like what you have to offer, right? There's this seductive energy that's surrounding you. And there is someone that is thinking about you, but I don't feel like both of you are coming together the way that you want it to, right? So just know that you do have things coming your way. It might not be the way that you think it should look, but it is coming, okay? Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And that's what you need to be focusing on, is that heart space. What do you want your heart to feel like when you're in love? And when you have that someone that truly ignites your soul. That's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for that passion. We're looking for that drive, that encouragement, but still being able to be your authentic self and your individual journey. So now it's time to really surrender into this and let the universe handle it from here. Keep doing your thing. Know that where you need to make action and where you need to take a step back. And that's by being in tune with self. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So if there are still any, karmic ties or energetic ties to anything in past relationships, those things need to be cleared up before this connection can fully come in, is what I'm saying.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I hope that makes sense.
Well, I mean, the cards that she got for me are the unbound. Unbound, forever unbound is like this energy that's coming up, and it's like a freedom where you feel so at home in yourself that if a relationship is to come to you, it'll come to you. Mm-hmm. And it's like you feel so comfortable with where you're at that you don't even need it. And sometimes that's exactly when it comes, right? And this card is about releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And right after it, you got the Akasha card again. Mm-hmm. So a few people have pulled this card tonight. And so what's going on right now is like you are healing yourself at a soul level. And you got the Anna, grandmother of Jesus, which is about seeding the light, laying the foundations. So it's like you are getting ready. That's what you're doing right now. You're like preparing yourself for this journey. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be someone coming to you as in like a love partnership. It could also be like very deep friendships are coming. Because when you think, we think of love, and oftentimes we think of like lover relationships. But the truth is that there's many friends that come to our lives that are soulmates. That we don't necessarily have to be intertwined as lovers, but there's something that we learn from each other. And this is like soul tribe, but you're like, you're seeding the lights. You're like getting ready. You're laying the foundations for this new thing to come to you. And really what you should focus on is just being unbound, forever unbound.
Amen. So this is going to go a little weird, but because of the way things came out, but message received, just the card itself is kind of spooky. And Christina, I know this message is going to ring true. Christina was the first donation that I ever received on my channel. So she got a reading from me, and the message received is dealing with the karmic partner. Now, this karmic partner, this card can also stand for karma that needs to be cleared as well. just as Jai was talking about. In order for a new to come in, there are things that have to clear out. And if this is dealing with the karmic partner specifically, then is there hurt there because of that? Or have you worked through that? Is there lessons through that karmic partner, because that karmic partner is your karmic partner as well, that need to be healed, brought forward and healed? Because the card after that is the Purge and Solitude cards. So I think, like we were talking about in your reading, is that purging and giving yourself time to heal and step into your power is something that is of utmost importance to this next step in your life, with either your twin flame returning or by calling in a soulmate to like have someone to love and hold. And with this solitude will come greater understanding, and also the understanding can be seen through mirroring. The mirroring that happens either through everyday life with with the karmic partner, or with soulmates that are around you that are here to teach you something. This mirroring, pay close attention to the triggers or the things that come up in your life, because they are here to teach you and heal those things that need to be healed. They need to come up to be healed. So with that, I pulled 3 other cards from the Romance Angels deck because I wanted to see if it gets funky. And the card that came up, and I think this came up for you in the past as well in our reading, is trust. You have to trust that this is coming towards you. And because what you have to expect is honeymoon and passion. Those are the 2 cards that came up. So there is someone on their way towards you. But this purging and healing of and going within and gaining understanding through the mirroring that's happening around you is the only way for this to come to you. So yeah, keep doing the self work, but pay attention to the mirroring is like the message that's coming forward, because mirroring is all around you, and that's what's going to help you heal, to get somebody, to hook them in. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, so what I'm going to say is we won't take any more, I'm getting text messages, don't worry about that. We won't take any more donations. We'll just like cap it, and call-in will be the last one, just so you guys know. And yeah, so we'll just continue on. So Nicole is next. And Nicole, do you have a question you want to post, please? And Jolie, all good. That you're calling, right? Yeah. Okay, let me write that in Jolie. Okay, Nicole says, what is coming in for me in regards to love? Another love one. It's the love fest.
I'm just a love machine.
Are you checking out the chat, Danny?
Am I? Thank you, Danny. Yeah, you're welcome, Christina. Thank you so much for being here and your support for us on this channel.
Got it, Anjoli. Got it. You will be the last reading of the night. As specific as you want, Cassie. As specific as you want.
Okay, so general for who?
Nicole wants to know what's coming for her in regards to love.
Okay, Nicole.
Yeah, he didn't see his comment. I don't think they even noticed that I left. Did you notice I left for a second?
I did.
You did?
I was like, where's my master?
I went to pee. And I posted it in the chat.
Too many water cards, eh?
And then Adrian was like, God, I'm glad Danny didn't do this from the bathroom again. And then everybody started laughing.
That's when I get my green screen, I'll pull out the bathroom background for you.
Oh my God.
Messages from the White Throne.
Okay. Whoa.
So
yeah, go ahead.
Nicole, I actually have a quick question for Nicole. I have a woman stepping through for you who she told me that she is sending someone your way. Now, this would be someone who probably had a very painful death, and I'm being really drawn to breathing problems and issues with the liver, if that makes sense for you. But she's saying that she has a new understanding of life, your grandmother. Okay. So she's just wanting you to know that she has a deeper understanding, not only of her passing, but of her way of connecting to you now, if that makes sense. I feel like she's, okay. She's actually been giving you inspired ideas about your partner that's coming in. So have you been having like either visions or daydreams of your future partner? Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I've been feeling a lot of spirit stepping in and out. There's a lot connected. Okay. Yep. Okay. So she's finding different ways to connect to you in that sense. So pay attention to the ways that she's coming through, because she absolutely, as you know, if you can connect to them, then you're probably sensing her a lot around you. So when it comes to your partner, pay attention to those signs and synchronicities in the dreams that you're having. Okay. Because it is very real and she's validating that. I will say with the relationship that's coming in for you, this is really about finding the balance, that state of reflection, and learning to support each other through speaking authentically through the heart space. Okay. Like deeper conversations, not like just willy-nilly, oh, how's the weather today? How is your day? No, this is someone that you're going to be able to talk to on a way deep, meaningful level. This is someone you're going to have like soul talks with. And that's how you're really going to get to know each other. You're going to be able to open up to this person and talk to them about things that you don't talk to with just anybody. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you're going to express your love to each other. That's going to be the strongest connection between you two. And it's also going to help transform not only your abilities, but theirs as well. So I feel like it's going to be a really beautiful connection that she's sending you. Okay.
Hey, Angie, how's it going?
Wow.
Go ahead, Danny.
Why am I the self-work guy? Why am I getting these cards? So for the person that Grandma's sending you, there is a bit of clearing house first that you need to do in order to get ready for this, because they are of a higher vibration. And that's clearing any addictions or codependency that you may have had in the past, probably cutting cords, like Jess was saying earlier, to let go of past relationships and that. your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment with the engagement cards. So it's ringing true that this clearing house needs to take place. And the other card that came up for you was make the effort. Great love is worth taking steps you're guided to take. So listen to that whisper of grace in your ear, because that is grandma trying to move you towards this new person. I truly believe that. I pulled a bunch of other cards, and it's pretty much saying like judgment, strength, and the Five of Pentacles is letting go of that feeling left out. If you're feeling unworthy, step into your power and know that you are worthy of great love. And by doing so, oh my God, shivers. Hey, Grandma. By doing so, you're gonna heal so much stuff and just allow this abundance of love to come in at exactly the perfect time. We had a karmic. I walked away, but the sense they're done and he's coming back. Yeah, this is a twin flame journey, I'm guessing. It's a lot of stuff that we have to clear out, Nicole. And like I'm also on a twin flame journey, and some days I wish I wasn't. But yeah, she does like to make her presence known. But I know Chandra, if she was here, she'd be chuckling as well. But there is so much work to do. So releasing with the Ten of Wands, releasing those boundaries or those burdens, releasing the burdens and ending that cycle is pretty much what we have to continually do over and over and over again, just like the messages out of my mouth tonight. And, it's the Knight of Swords is romantic and charming, it says, but when he does come back, he can be as charming as you will, but you have to step into your emotional security with the Queen of Cups. You have to be emotionally secure and say, this is how I've waited for this for a long time. And this is how I want this relationship to go. I want this relationship to be burden-free to an extent of I have healed, and I want that self-respect that I have given myself from you, and stand that ground. And in your light, and this perfect relationship will work fine. You don't necessarily, you might have to tell them, you might not, but that's the power that you have to step into and stay in order to bring this amazing relationship forward. That's coming.
Amazing. So I got the transformation card. Things are changing at a cellular level. There is a very deep healing happening right now.
Awesome.
Healing. The universe is asking you, what are you being called to journey to? And it's about this thing that's coming to you is about creating heaven on earth. So it's like bringing it, like Lightworker style. I think this relationship is going to be a really healing one for you, and it's like you might even be doing work together in the world that is more than just for you two. Or maybe it just also could mean that you are going to just feel like this very, very deep connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aho.
Cool. All right, Raquel is next. What is your question, Raquel?
So a bit about me. Yes, I live at the very top of Lake Superior. And I live in a town of 1,100 people. Yay, 11. I'm just waiting for the extra 11 to show up. But I am an empath, and I have all kinds of gifts that I'm just discovering now. And as I step into the Majai's Earth School and of Lightworkers, I am stepping into my power. And just as I got pulled into the tarot scene and doing threesomes live by Jai, everything's coming together for me, and I'm so glad to be here and to serve you all.
Yay. I just love it. This feels really good, you guys. By the
It
way.
does. Very much so. It feels so natural.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I know sometimes I struggle through readings and stuff, like when I'm just doing it cold cocked and not live, like just, you know, sitting here by myself in my closet. But with this live, it just seems like the message flows out so evenly and so fluent. And that's my higher self, obviously. He's just like bang on the money.
Raquel, are you still in here? We're waiting for Raquel's question, just to let you know who's after that. We've got Rebecca, Melissa, Petra, Mary, Karen, Cynthia, Michelle, Cassie, and Colin. And that's it. Okay, Caddis. I'm assuming that Raquel is Caddis. Okay. So I am completely lonely and lost. My whole life feels frozen in every area. I feel like I've lost my power and have zero chance of finding love or happiness. I've had so much rejection over and over. I actually thought I met my twin flame, but unsure. Would love messages of guidance and to be in source mode again. So much love to you all. Okay. I am instantly being told to tell you that you need to watch Abraham Hicks videos on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to help you get into a better space. And if you know about the law of attraction, it basically states that we're magnets. We have a magnetic field, and we magnetize things towards ourselves all the time. So when we think negative thoughts, when we feel negative emotions, when we feel those like fear-based emotions and thoughts, they bring more of that to us. And it's the same when you are engaging with positive thoughts, positive vibrations, feelings of abundance and gratitude, which is the most important one. You bring more of that towards yourself. So check it out. You just find Abraham Hicks or Esther Hicks on YouTube and just listen. Just like let it play and listen. Don't even care about whether it makes sense or not. Just like let it play. And that'll help you in that area.
You know, the message that's coming out with me is I'm reading your comment, and there's a lot of like, I'm completely lonely and lost. So when you feel completely lonely and lost, the universe is going to give you more lonely and lost feelings. It's going to, you're manifesting that, and you're propelling yourself into that. And then your next sentence is, my whole life feels frozen in every area. Well, your life is going to, ooh, wow, goosebumps, man. Like shocks up and down my spine. Your whole life is going to magnify that feels frozen in every area, and you're going to be stuck in every area. So like what you have to do is be very, very careful on your words that you use. And you see that suggestiveness of like, I know sometimes in my life, there's been very few times that I've been happy aside from this exact moment right now. By changing your words, and it took me, I'd say 2 to 3 years of like, change my words. What the hell are you talking about? You know? Yeah, but I started noticing that, and even with my twin, I was belittling myself and belittling my power, and the power of my words. Where more shocks. It was like I was doing all the damage to me, and I needed to stop that right away. So whatever you need to do, and someone suggested you need a cleanse, and that could be like either a food cleanse or even go to a Reiki healer, get some energy work done. Jessica does energy work that I know of right off the top of my head. There's also, Jai, do you do energy work?
Not necessarily.
Okay, so
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it's a good segue for Jess. But there are others that you can look at for that energy healing. And this card that I got for you is the Traveler. Move in a new direction.
Whoa.
And I'm reading this right now. I didn't even look at the card when I pulled it. I just had to bust into telling you that you are probably one of the and just like I was told before, you are probably at one of the highest levels of manifestation. And okay. Yeah, you are one of the higher manifestors. And you'll see this as in people that are super low and super like in depression and in anxiety, anxious states, is they have this power to manifest whatever they want and like quick. But you have to totally reroute every negative thought and thing that comes up in your mind and says, and you have to say, you know what, stop. You guys have spoken for way too long. I'm taking back my power. This is my life. And I don't feel like that. I don't feel lonely. I don't feel depressed. I don't feel this way anymore. That is not my life, not this lifetime. Bam.
Satnam. Let me tell you real quick what you got here. What's going on is you're going through an initiation, a rite of passage, which means you're going somewhere sacred. Really what this means.
Absolutely.
So what you need to do is fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. Take time, take care of yourself, and protection. Call back your power, cut the cords. Cut the energetic cords to things that are like negative things. Negative thoughts sometimes come because we're still connected to people from our past, even the present, that literally suck our energy and don't let us shine.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yep.
So I will definitely agree with everything that y'all said. I also got the Awakening card for you. And, you know, the messages that I'm kind of getting is there's certain areas in your life that need to be cleaned up, that decluttering. And a lot of people are going through this. They're cleaning up shop in order to make room for the new things that are coming in. But what you also have to do, like the state of mind that you're in when I hear the words that you're writing, it's that state of fear, like I'm not really sure what direction to move, but I'm gonna miss out. And it's that fear of staying or going. And it's like that 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And listen, I've been there too, and it's a terrible feeling. But what you have to understand too, and I'm not really sure, you know, everyone's got different beliefs, but especially with Jai bringing up like the Akashic records and the past lives and that kind of thing, I feel like this is really an important time for you to tune into that. Okay. Realize that this is not our only life. It goes on way beyond this. So don't be so serious to the point that like you're trying to control or worry about doing everything right this life. Okay, you don't have to figure it all out at this very moment. Start to enjoy the journey and the things that you're learning about yourself and your environment and the abilities that you have. You are not done yet. When you are done, you will go home. And then if you want to come back, you can. No matter what, you have the ability. I feel like you have lived many lives. And I feel like this is just a stage. It's a phase for you. And it's uncomfortable because you're really not sure where to go. But if you tap into that universal source and that old soul energy, I feel like you're going to know exactly what needs to be done. Now, with that being said, I feel like you've already been getting messages, especially around your career. Things are changing in this department for you. So even though that this isn't really leaning towards like any other area, this is a very significant area that is being brought up for you tonight, okay? So we do have the employment change, donations, tithing, and charitable work with the declutter. So it's about finding this balance within your career, your social life, within your love life, and everything in between. But if we come about it in such a way of being fear and like being worried all the time, of course life's already hectic. Don't make it worse is all I'm saying, okay? If we tune back in, ground ourselves, come from that state of love and understanding that this is just a fleeting moment. We are in Mercury retrograde, people. It's going to be uncomfortable. But when we can bring that awareness to the things that are making us uncomfortable, we can look at things from a different perspective and be like, okay, well, why is this making me uncomfortable? What am I actually feeling? I usually make a list. The moment that I start feeling pressured, uncomfortable, anxious, depressed, whatever it is, I actually make a list. I circle it in my mind. This is the situation at hand, and I am feeling this, 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 and this. Okay, but why? What is the core issue? Okay, and there's always an underlying issue behind those negative feelings. So it's not necessarily, and also one of the things that I was getting from your comment was validation. Okay, you do not need validation from anyone in your life, honey. Okay, you give that to yourself. That's where that empowerment comes from, right? You know who you are, what you're working with, and everything in between. You don't need anyone to tell you who you are and who you are not. So let's just move on past that. But this is that time to start cleaning up the spaces in your life. Okay. And I feel like this is more of a physical space. So if you feel that you are lost, you are stuck, you are unmotivated, it's time to start clearing things out, whether it be in your home, your office, you know, even, I don't know why your car's coming up, but your car's coming up. So if there are things that need to be cleaned up, it's because you are cluttering your life, mental, emotional, physical, it doesn't matter. There are areas of your life that need to be cleaned up and released in order for new things to start coming in. But also, one of the things that's coming up for you right now too is if you're really worried about things coming to you, it's important for you to start giving back out. And I feel like that's where that donations and tithing, go do some charitable work. Okay, get outside of yourself a little bit. Sometimes it's good to help others and see things from a different perspective to realize that we actually have it way better than we're giving ourselves credit for. Okay, and then in turn, we're being of service, we're helping, we're doing God's work. So that's what I got for you. I hope that makes sense.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Rebecca, if you're in here, will you please put up your question? Thanks, Darcy. Thank you guys that are in here, like commenting and helping each other, like putting in your little 2 cents. I appreciate that. Yes, Christina, thank you. Yes. If you guys, so I guess we should just like, you know, give a little shout out. If anybody really resonates with one of our readings, then you can definitely book readings privately with each of us. For me, you do it on my website, eaglestaryoga.com, and then click on book a reading. For Danny, how do you have people sign up for your readings?
You know, I haven't really stepped into the reading thing, doing personal readings, but I really want to, and I'm going to be setting that up online in my YouTube community, Northern Comfort Tarot, very shortly. But you can also, if you feel called to, you can email me at Northern Comfort Tarot. There's two T's in there. They butt up against each other. But Northern Comfort, here we go with Mercury. Northern Comfort Tarot at gmail.com. And I absolutely, you just say that you are in Majai readings and you really feel called to me and you'd like a half an hour reading. It's, I think it's $60 for a half an hour. And for a full hour, it's $120.
Awesome. And then where would they find you, Jessica, if they want to do a private reading with you?
So you can check out my YouTube channel at Whispers of Grace Healing, and you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com if you have any questions or need to book a personal reading. Most of my information is in the description box below my videos, or you can find me on Facebook, and I have all my services and everything over there as well.
Awesome. Okay, so, and then don't forget to subscribe to this channel, you guys, and give this video a thumbs up. And please feel free to share it with your friends. I'm going to answer a quick couple questions. Angie, we do have a list. We've capped it out. We're just kind of going through it. Let me read to you guys who's next. We've got Rebecca, Melissa, Petra, Mary, Karen, Cynthia, Michelle, Cassie, and Colin. So Rebecca's question is, I've been getting messages myself and from others about another child I may have. Do you have any messages from this child or about this child? Oh, I like this question. I really like, I got like really excited reading your question. Like for some reason, I'm like, whoa. I'm going to use the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Yeah, we've been on for like 2 hours so far. Awesome, Christina. I'm glad you're in here. Oh yeah, and Ellie, I can't forget you. Oh my God. Okay, this is crazy. We keep pulling this card over and over. You got the Akasha card. So I feel like it's okay. So what the card says is your guidance is divinely guided. And I feel like this being that's coming to you is a starseed.
Oh my God.
This being is a light worker. Like, and you're feeling it and you're ready. And so I think it's like there's a lot of light, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of giddiness that I'm feeling. Like this child is like really excited to like complete like their soul contract with you.
Can I go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got the child card. And I also got the spring card. It says, see your seeds grow. Aww. But this child card, like really what I got out of this whole, the feeling that I got as soon as your question came out was starseed, light worker. This child will be a third waver. And empath, you name it, totally sensitive. And really what you need to be is absolutely nurturing to this child, because this child is born of love, from love, just like all of us. But this child needs love and support, and you know, it's going to be diagnosed, I'm sure, with all these crazy fucking things that that this 3D world likes to put labels on. But this child is a child of love. And it says, the card says, you care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. Wow.
Yeah, I definitely feel boy. I feel boy too, you guys.
Yeah, we can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children you need to. And that child right there with the halo above his head is a little boy.
Girl.
Bam.
So It's actually funny because in my card, I'm seeing a feminine energy, but what I just got was that it's going to be a male, but with that divine feminine energy. That's why they're such an emotional being, right?
Oh, wow.
And I do agree with what Danny was saying. I do the work, and it is safe for you to receive. Okay. I'm messing all this up. So I feel that, especially when it comes to the connection of you and this child, this is absolutely this is a connection that's been waiting to happen. It is safe for you to receive this blessing from the universe because it is much as a blessing for you as it is for this soul that's coming into the world. But you are going to have to put in the work in helping this child transition through this world. And I do feel that right around that early teenage year is where you're really going to have to step up to the plate for this child and helping them cross that threshold where the society and the normal ways of being are going to try to conform this child into the way that things are now. So this is where you really need to step in and help guide this child through those trials and tribulations to stay towards the light, because this child has a very big impact for being here, is what I'm seeing.
Wow, that was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Melissa, are you ready with your question? You're welcome, Rebecca.
Absolutely welcome. Thank you for allowing me to be of service.
I'm just really glad to be sharing this experience with everyone. I mean, this is just amazing.
Yeah, I got this giddy feeling inside.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
My heart's just singing. I might not look like it, but yeah, I'm just beaming inside. Thank you so much, guys, for all your energy and your love and light.
Melissa's question. She wants just a general reading, please. Looking for affirmation and anything I should look out for during this time on my spiritual journey. It is a childlike joy, Ellie. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, a childlike joy. That's a good pun, Ellie. We just did a child reading. Dewey. Adrian says, I see you guys doing Ring Around the Rosie.
I know, I saw that. So the card you got for me is the Lemuria card. Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. A little bit more about Lemuria, because we pulled this card already. Lemuria was a continent, and what they learned to do there was they were more highly evolved beings, and they were actually really tall. You can read about it in the book called The Secret of the Flower of Life by Junvalu. But what this card really is about and what they did there was work with crystals. So what's coming to you, Melissa, is that if you don't already, start working with crystals. Collect crystals, just hold them in your hands when you meditate. And the crystals are alive, and crystals have a lot to do with sacred geometry, and we have like a Merkaba field around us that when if we activate it, because for a lot of us it's like not on because we've forgotten all of these things, but the whole thing about being a light worker is that we're remembering all of this knowledge from the past, and it's very possible that you've had a lifetime in Lemuria and you're like remembering that, and so to remember more and to allow more of that energy to come in, like work with crystals. That's my message.
You want to go, Jess?
So Melissa, I have a question. Do you sing or write music? Play the guitar or any sort of creative activity like that? Or have you been thinking about picking it up? I feel like you have some natural ability with it though. Because what I'm seeing is there's some form of expression that needs to happen through the arts for you. There's a very strong tie to music here. Now, one of the things is not only is this going to be an outlet for you, but you're also going to be able to see your strengths and the courage behind this. But you need to keep your eye on the mark and know that you're being protected through these transitions that you're going through. And you are actually being called upon to help people in this world become connected through your creative endeavors. So if you've been thinking about stepping outside of the box and putting, you know, your time and energy more into your creative abilities, I would definitely do so, because this is where you're going to find that inner strength that you've been looking for. Okay.
Okay, and I pulled, it's funny, Trust in Higher Forces, the Shaman card.
Whoa.
Yeah, the shaman is a teacher. And when you're on the shaman journey, you need to continue doing the release work of the lower energies to allow the higher energies to come in its place. Really, there was a teaching that my higher self brought to me through hypnosis, and it was you can't have growth of the light without darkness. And so the darkness that you have encountered in your life is there for a reason, and it gives the light the ability to grow and expand, just like the universe needs the darkness and the emptiness and the void to expand and move outward into creating purpose and creating life. So hey Dawn, how's it going? This is something like Dawn would say is as you heal that shit from within, like the shaman does, they believe that where there was illness or disease, it was because a person's power had been left behind somewhere, or a negative pattern had installed itself in them. So through trance and meditation, they would travel to the underworld, recall the power, have the person travel through the underworld, recall their power, and remove the demon. So the extended message for you with this card is there are spiritual allies working in your favor, and their miracles will unfold much more easily when you move into a state of trust, like I was talking about earlier. That allows the spirits and your guides and your higher self to move forward in bringing and manifesting the things that you want in your life, and moving you towards purpose. So hand over all of your concerns to your spiritual allies. When you do so, you allow them to send you intuitive guidance and messages that will allow you to correct the situation and come out on top. So in your healing work, have this allowing energy within you. The shaman card also shows that you have shamanic potential to move between the realms and connect with your guides in an extremely personal way. So hawa to that, or aho to that message. And welcome to becoming a light worker.
Beautiful.
Stepping into your power.
Petra is next. Petra, do you want to put up your question, please? Thank you guys so much for being here and your patience with waiting for your reading.
Hi, Hippie Witch Tarot.
Here we go. Hello, all. I'm anticipating major changes in the near future. I'd like to know if I'm realistically headed in the right direction, or am I over fantasizing a blissful future?
That already sounds like ego stepping in. Like, seriously, y'all, what's to say that we do not deserve this, or that it's impossible to happen? That is what ego does. That's what society does in order to keep us contained. You see people living their best lives and having everything that they want. Why can't we? Like, you just have to believe it and keep moving towards it. A lot of what I've learned throughout my journey is, you know, a lot of my stuff is from past life and my relationship with money and finances, and, you know, always work, and being a hard worker and not really getting above water. That a lot of that's been from family, passed down generations and ancestors and beyond. So listen, don't sell yourself short. Don't do it.
What I got the Three of Cups. Three Cups talks about celebration and moving into that celebratory or gratitude kind of feeling inside of your heart. So letting go of the idea that, you know, is this a fantasy? No, this is the life that you want to create for yourself. And that deserves respect. You are worthy of that. And through celebrating that, the ideals that you have in your heart for which way you want to move forward, the Queen of Cups came out to say, stand true in that feeling, because that's where your abundance lies, is in that feeling. And wow, okay, thank you guys. More goosebumps and shocks and lovely things up and down my body. But Ten of Pentacles comes out for you. So it's not a fantasy. This could be your reality. Just stick with it. Stick with it. The Two of Wands talks about progress. You know, you are making progress. Believe in that. Believe that everything that you are doing is moving forward. You know, and stand in that worthiness and be grateful, because what you want will come true if you put your energy towards it. That's all I got.
You got the Take a Break card from the Oracle, the Work Your Light Oracle cards, and this is saying let your thoughts, those thoughts that are those fears that are like, am I being realistic here? Like, let those thoughts go. Take a break from that and step into more of vibrationally, emotionally feeling how you would feel when this like amazing, blissful future comes true. Just step into that. Let go of those thoughts and step into that space of emotional affirmation of like, it's already here. Because when it's already here, literally you're the magician, right? It's already here because you feel it. And so it has no choice but to manifest into this physical time space reality. When you feel it like that, when you feel like it's already here, that's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Amen, sisters from another misters.
Did you have any other messages, Jessica?
I completely agree. I mean, everything that I'll say just basically confirms everything that Danny and Jai just said. There's a lot about there's a sense of guilt behind the amount of ideas running through your brain and what you can experience in your future. And you need to let go of that guilt. Don't feel guilty for having these bright dreams of your future and the things that you get to experience through the joy of what source wants you to experience. When you are following your heart, you're not making a wrong decision. Am I right? So right. This is, again, like paying yourself first, making sure that you're not so worried and putting too much power into other people's hands to tell you what you do and do not deserve, or what's reality and what's not, because there are certain partnerships in your life that are going to be beneficial and some that are not, but you will be guided to make those changes, and you are stepping into that power of following the abundance where you feel led, right? So just keep following it. Don't worry about a thing. Keep it moving. I want to see where this is heading for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Mary, you are next. If you are still in here, will you please put up your question? We've got, let me read you the list. Mary, Karen, Cynthia, Michelle, Cassie, and Colin. You're welcome. Awesome. Everything we said resonates deeply.
Awesome. That's so beautiful. I love hearing that.
Mary. Okay, who's also Ellen. General reading, please. Okay.
I'm going to take a minute and clear the energy in here.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia, when don't you have your sage going?
So do you want to go first, Jai? You already got yours?
If you're ready, go ahead.
Okay. So Ellen, this is a really good time for you to, and I feel like this has been a constant theme tonight, but finding your inner strength, owning your truth, following your heart when you feel compelled. Like, you need to follow the things that inspire you, okay? The things that are calling to you, that feel like exciting, what's speaking to you. I feel like this is a new phase for you in developing a relationship with self, okay? Realizing the beauty within, the things that you're able to create, all of this relationship with self, the deepening of this connection is where you're going to find this harmony, where you're going to find this balance, right? And all of this stems from finding that inner strength, that communication, that truth, and letting your heart light shine so brightly that nothing can touch what you're about to manifest, because you know that you are beautiful and the things that you're about to create are in alignment with what the universe is wanting to happen for you.
From the animal spirit cards, you got the earthworm, which is basically, it's an energy of like being reluctant to share your inner vision. We have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or a novice working to establish confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it, a beginner's mind offers the most valuable insights. Like, be in that beginner's mind, be in that space.
So the cards that I got, if Jai is finished.
I'm finished.
Cool. And it was something that was really speaking to me before as I was shuffling the cards, was inner child, inner child, inner child, inner child. So you got the child card, which blew me away, because when you're searching for outer happiness and peace, usually it comes in the form of your inner child and inner child work. I say give them a great big hug, and work with them to find that joy that you want to move towards in life. Like all of us, we want happiness, and it's that going within and healing the inner child that brings you back to that childlike state. I remember when I was asked by a psychiatrist, when was the last time you felt happy? And I said, in tears, I said, when I was a child, because there were no burdens on my back. It was all just love. Even amidst the craziness of the 3D world, I was still in love. And, and I was an empath as well. It's also saying the new partner card came up, and really, to me, reading this card and even using my intuition, this new partner is talking about your tribe is coming in for you. Just like everyone on this channel here, a lot of us have made connections together and have become each other's tribe members. So it's saying here, divinely orchestrated as a catalyst, they come to set wheels in motion for fruition in your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. This is the angels talking. You will recognize them by our sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. Jai, I think I knew her 2 days through talking and interacting on YouTube and Periscope. And we exchanged numbers because of that energy was just so high in vibration that we were like, dude, we know each other. Let's just continue on from where we left off in spirit.
Exactly.
You know, so, and assertiveness also came up for you, which talks about healing and healing the inner child and speaking your truth. Don't be afraid of speaking your truth, because that gives you strength through your words. So I hope that resonated for you.
Awesome. Thank you. And we're going to move on to Karen next. So Karen, if you have your question, please put it up. General guidance. Okay. You got the dance card. Do something to shift your vibration. Doesn't mean you're in a negative vibration right now, but it just means that the universe wants you to play more. The universe wants you to sing and dance and have fun. And you know, I think a lot of us get so lost in our day-to-day intensity and daily lives and work and everything we got to do. We forget to have fun. Like, it's time to like look up at the stars and like get curious and look up at the clouds and look at the birds and enjoy being where you're at and feel gratitude in your life. That's your message, Karen. Shake, shake, shake your booty. You're welcome, Mary.
So I'm actually getting that as well, slightly on a little bit different level. I have the 4 of Swords and then the focus on your priorities. So I feel like there are certain aspects that you might need to step back from. And like Jai said, you know, we get so focused on our priorities and our day-to-day living that we forget to have fun. We forget to enjoy our lives and embrace the experiences and the relationships. You know, even taking yourself out on a date, you know, that was something that I had to learn how to do. Taking myself out to dinner, enjoying my own company, going and dancing, whatever it is, paint, it doesn't matter. Whatever brings your heart joy, do something for yourself, okay? Whatever makes your vibration lift to where you're like, that was fun, let's go do that again some other time. That is what you need to be doing right now. Taking more time to seek relief from the stress in your life and take some more time off, have some more quality time instead of trying to think about, well, I don't have so much time. It doesn't really matter about having so much time. It's about the quality that you are using that time. Use it wisely, okay? I hope that makes sense. But that's what I'm getting.
Yeah, what I got is the Wheel of Fortune. So that pretty much speaks to you as spin the wheel and just allow things to happen in your life. I also got the card Father Sky. And Father Sky is you are the co-creator of your life. And every thought and feeling, intention and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to know every single detail of what is going on before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. And Father Sky is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life. So see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. This card can also appear when there is opportunities to improve the connection between you and Creator. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit's drawing close. If your father is here on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. That's what I got for you. Am I still live?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, it was just.
You're so welcome, Karen. I'm glad everyone's resonating with the messages.
Who's up next, Jai?
Yeah. Oh,
Crazy. I'm muted. I accidentally muted myself. That's kind of weird. So, yeah, crazy. So I was wondering, I'm like talking and I'm like, why are they asking me questions when I'm talking? Okay. So I know, I just noticed that. So, Cynthia, I noticed that you made a second donation and you had already made it one originally. You were like, I think one of the first people we read a card for. If you're in here, will you let me know if that original, if the second donation you made was to like, you needed some clarification on the first reading, or if you were just adding to that. And then we've got Michelle, Cassie, and Colin. So Cynthia, waiting to hear back. If we don't hear back, then she's probably not in here anymore. And then we'll move on to Michelle. But thank you guys.
She said she was just adding.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Michelle, what is your question? We're down to 3, you guys. 3 more readings.
Woohoo.
Michelle, what is your question? Okay, Michelle says, I'd like guidance on love, wondering if I have met my twin flame or soulmates. Ellie, are you going to bed? We didn't do your reading yet. I keep forgetting to say your name, but you're in there. Better wait till we do your reading. Okay. Good night, Christine. We're all like going. It's cracking me up. Oh my God. I know, I was gonna say.
So what I got is, I don't like saying no, but what I am saying is maybe not just yet. You guys are in contact in the fifth dimension, but there needs to be balancing of scales between you and that your twin love. So the balancing of the scales is releasing pride and ego and abandonment fears on your part, and then by doing so, you can let your friends help you with this stuff that's coming up through mirroring and stuff, and when they do come in, which it all depends on you. There will be a great passion, and you will know them for who they are. And then getting to know each other also came up. So when they do come, be in that getting to know each other kind of phase of having that friendship and stuff, but know that if this is a twin flame, there is a shit ton of work that you're going to have to do. And I hope, because twin flame stuff is all about mission. So if that's truly the path you subscribed to before you came in, you're going to have to step it up with all that work.
So here's what you got. You got the pillar of light. So right now your vibration is rising. The universe is asking you to like play a little bit more. Don't take things so seriously, because like Danny said, when you finally meet, if you signed up to meet a twin flame in this lifetime, what you have to do right now, the work that you have to do right now is to align your life. You just need to work on you right now.
Amen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do agree. I feel like there's a lot of getting over past disappointments within relationships and releasing the fear and remorse about your past, because this is what's going to keep you distracted from that opportunity that's coming in. Now, I do agree with Danny. I don't feel like you have met this person quite yet, because there's still some balance that needs to happen in your life. There are things that need to balance out, but you are connected on a higher dimension. I feel that y'all have already sensed each other, that you're already connecting in different ways, because the cards that I have pulled for you, especially from the Lover's Oracle, one of them says, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. So check your emotions when it comes to relationships in general, and how I'm getting a lot of trust issues. So if you still feel like you have a hard time opening yourself up and trusting people that are coming in your life, then you obviously want to release those emotions. It's different than setting boundaries and allowing, people in and out with due cause. But if you're going into every new relationship with trust issues, then there's things that you're still holding on to. And that's probably what's going to block this connection if those things don't come to the surface for release. But with a message for you, it says, I am thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. And give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So that's why I feel like this person hasn't quite come in yet, but you're already connecting. Your souls already know that y'all are on the way to each other.
All right.
Okay, why am I having a hard time hearing you?
Who, me?
No, Jai.
Oh, hopefully that resonated with you.
There we go.
Okay. Hopefully that resonated with you, Michelle. And so we're gonna move to Cassie, and then Ellie, and then Colin. So Cassie, what is your question? And if you have a different name on YouTube, just say I'm Cassie and blah blah blah. Your question. Awesome. Michelle says definitely resonated. Awesome. Okay.
So we're doing Ellie next.
Cassie, what's ahead for me and the guy I've been seeing for the last 7 months? We aren't in a relationship. Thanks, guys. Okay, so you're just like dating?
You guys are just friends.
What's ahead? What's ahead for me and the guy I've been seeing for the last 7 months? Okay.
I'm already getting this feeling of, dude, speak your truth and tell him if you have any feelings to you. Go ahead. Yeah, soulmate. Boom.
Oh.
So he might be a shy guy like me, and that's a keeper. I don't even need to pull any more cards. That one, yeah. Oh boy, that one just said it all. So
Actually, it did. I was gonna say that you actually got the dance card too, so do something to shift your vibration. So if you're feeling like it's going on for 7 months, maybe now you're feeling like maybe this could be something. I feel like change your energy, like do something exciting, do something fun, check in with yourself and check in with like how you truly feel about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that there's, and listen, I totally understand what you're going through because I'm going through something similar. But this is one of those times where in these connections that are kind of this back and forth energy, you have to come to this place of not only acceptance and surrender, but allowing each other to have that time. Like when we come about it in a sense where even Aaron called me out on it, using the word again. So you said he's a runner or a hider. You know, when we're used to them holding this behavior, we tend to put this behavior as like, this is what it is. This is the reality of the situation. But we're not really giving them a chance to change that either. When we feel like we are in chasing, we are therefore lacking. So it's time to attract them back in if they're meant to. By doing that, you stay in your own lane, stay in your own energy, and have fun. You know, don't worry too much. Don't place so much focus on one another that you forget what you're doing here, right? Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that is beyond our control.
So clarifying, because you clarified the question, I got also self-worth and shadow work. So this is moving into self work and working on your self-worth and your shadows. And that'll bring them closer to you. So it's not necessarily a runner chaser anymore. It's you do your work and they will come. You stay in your lane and they will come to you.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Ellie, when you're ready, post your question, please.
Good, Cassie. I'm glad.
Are we going to be doing this every Sunday, Jai? Are you going to continue?
I don't know if every Sunday, but whenever we decide to do it again, we will announce it and let everybody know. That's how I feel about it.
Okay, so there you go, guys.
Yeah. Okay, Ellie says, I've been having these dreams the past 2 weeks, wondering what's up. Lots of love and passion in her dreams. Okay. And after this, we got Colin, and then we are done for the evening. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Absolutely.
Hit it, y'all.
You know what? It's so funny. I'm like, why am I shuffling cards? I already know the answer. But just in case you got the transformation card, things are changing at a cellular level, and there's very deep healing. But what I was going to say is the first thing that came to me is the second chakra. It's like the water energy, the space of creativity, like that space is waking up for you. It's like you're waking up in that energy. And so it's like bringing these intense dreams of like passion, you know, and love. And those two energies together are what, like literally what creates life. And so it's like you're being asked to step into your creative life force. And I know you write. So like write, like journal, you know, be in your creativity. If you have stopped that, I think you'll start to get like more ideas, more messages as time flows. And but I think this is definitely second chakra like activation for sure.
Go ahead,
So,
Jeff.
I feel like this this connection that you're feeling, the messages that you're receiving is a blessing from the universe. Like you have been working really hard on changing the whole prospect of what your life should look like and what you're trying to experience. Especially, I feel like a lot from when you were a teenager. Your whole mindset has changed a lot. So that positive intention and the joy that you have created for yourself through these blessings from the universe has opened you up to this portal that is now opening for you, because you're starting to receive the messages and you're starting to see the signs and synchronicities. These messages that are coming through are so strong for you because they're telling you this is what we're sending you. So you need to trust that it's coming, because heaven's door is opening for you and this is their blessing to you.
Portals.
I love that message. Yeah, portals is the big thing. I got daydream as your card. So in the dream state, really, that's where we get to connect to our higher self and source energy. And in this card, it speaks of you will more easily hear and receive our messages if you daydream regularly or sleep more. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas you were, just as if you were watching a movie. Notice these visions and feelings. This is the seat of creativity. Bam, the seat of creativity is your, Jai? Which chakra is that?
The second chakra.
The second chakra. Awesome card.
Awesome. All right, Jolie, who goes by Jolie, but his name is Colin. Jolie, please put up your question. You are our last reading of the night.
Woohoo!
Holy moly! That was
Boy.
a long 3 hours.
I had, really?
Yep.
I had to smudge like twice already just to, I felt this heaviness, but I guess it's just, when you read so much for so long, it just, drains you, eh?
All right. And Jolie says, why is this new 48 male Aquarius in my life? I'm a recently out 35-year-old lesbian. Am I just channeling his energy, or am I actually desiring him? I'm so frustrated. He's being purposely obtuse.
Obtuse.
Why is he in your life? Okay.
SCTV.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and say the soulmate card did come out. And I feel like with this person, the reason why you're kind of questioning it so much is because you obviously do have this really strong connection with him. Okay, so even though it might be out of your, jurisdiction here, but it's still a soulmate connection. This is a soul that you recognize. I feel like this is someone that you can actually be yourself around, you feel comfortable with, you feel a sense of freedom and playfulness, but you're really not sure if you I feel that you don't need to overthink it so much and just allow things to take a natural course. Because with the surrender card, it says, at times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out, and embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So I feel like by y'all two being in each other's lives, even if it's not romantic, is more for y'all to put those pieces of the puzzle back together, because you have served other lives with each other.
Wow. Seriously, you got the play card, which is celebrate, don't be too serious.
Yeah.
It's like he's in your life because you need to allow yourself to have more fun. And this might be a relationship that goes into maybe something more, or maybe it just ends up being friendship, a really beautiful friendship. Because soulmates doesn't have to be lovers.
Exactly.
And then the cards I got was fear and action and understanding. So there's a fear of taking action or engaging with him that's coming out in your question. But really what needs to be in replacement of that is understanding, allowing for a new understanding to come forward of this relationship. Because no matter what, yes, it is a soul-based relationship, and you have something to learn from it. So just be understanding in you moving forward, and try and let go of those fears.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
She says, then what the heck is the sexual desire about? Because I am positive I am gay.
Well, I mean, okay, so the way that I look at it is sometimes we have different connections with people, right? So we can have stronger desires towards others that we probably wouldn't normally be attracted to because of that soul recognition. There are some people we just have instant chemistry with. Now, does that necessarily mean that you're only going to be with women for the rest of your life? Maybe, maybe not. But that's why you need to get out your damn head. Because, listen, the mental energy is only going to cause fear. And you're questioning why he's in your life, when in reality, you just need to be embracing that he's here and he makes you feel good, right? Enjoy the moment. If you think about it too much in advance, then you're going to end up pushing yourself away or this person. And you obviously need this person in your life to start putting some things together that you're probably not aware of yet. So even if you are attracted, doesn't mean you have to necessarily act upon it. It's there, but get down to the root of the issue. What I feel like it's more of, what does he make you feel emotionally? It's not just physically or, sexually, but what does he make you feel like? I almost get that he was in a past life he was your husband.
Yeah.
Or some sort of romantic partner. And I feel like that's why that connection's there, even though in this life you have chosen to, you know, be with women. And that's probably why that familiarity is there, and that sexual desire is there, even though it's normally something you wouldn't go for.
Interesting. She said also, I'm scared of hurting us both because this could be an old conquest trauma schema coming out. Well, if you're like, this could be this, like really truly ask yourself, like, what's really going on here, you know? And this is something that you have to ask, like you, your soul, because we have these patterns that we keep repeating. And if we don't like check it, it could get out of control. Mm-hmm. So honestly ask yourself, like, if you think maybe it could be, like, are you doing this because, like, are you feeling these intense desires? Like, you will know. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, when you truly like sit down with yourself and ask yourself, like, why am I doing this? Like, the answer is immediately. Like, there's no, like, your soul, it doesn't lie. So go with that first gut instinct when you ask yourself that question. Like, sit in meditation and then ask yourself that question. And it's like the first thing that comes to you. Just trust that that's the answer.
Yeah, and my response as well is use him as a mirror, and all these things that are triggered inside of you are the hidden keys to unlock what this mystery is all about. So absolutely what Jai said is stay sensitive and stay within to find out why this connection has come forward. And I would not put myself in a box. I know sexual preference, you know, some believe it's a choice or some believe it's just within you. But even I say, throw all that out. You know, why are we putting ourselves in a box when we are free spirits to begin with? So fly free.
Love someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, love that. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for being here in the chat. Thank you everybody that made a donation. We appreciate that so very much. Thank you, Danny, for being here and for doing your awesome readings. And thank you, Jessica, so much for joining us today. This was like super fun, super awesome. And we will continue to do this in the future. As soon as we decide on a date to do it next and who's available and all of that. And we would like to rotate. So there's always 3 like different people doing readings. So you guys get a taste for different readers. And it's also an amazing way to expose like different readers to everyone.
Absolutely.
To find the one that you resonate with. If there's anything you guys want to say, like, feel free.
Absolutely. I love all of you guys out there. I just want to say that again through words this time instead of letters. I resonated with all of you in the chat. I love the energy that came out and came forward through the messages as well. And I love you, Jai and Jessica, so very, 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 very much. Oh, big bear hug for everybody from Northern Comfort Tarot.
Yeah. I'm just so elated and so blessed to be here with every single one of you. Like, this really has been on my mind all day, and I've been excited about it and these energy exchanges. I think it's a great idea, and I am just so thankful that everyone in this chat room has trusted us to spread these messages of love and closure and allowing us to be of service for y'all and trusting us with the information that comes through. Because, you know, I know it's not easy, but just know that you have that support and we are all here for you. And, you know, if you need anything, you know where to find us. So stay in touch, and thank you for allowing me to be here.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, make sure you guys follow Northern Comfort Tarot, Whispers of Grace Healing LLC, and then obviously this channel for Grace. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the YouTube live stream, but the Zoom won't end yet, so we can have a little chat afterwards. But I do want to say, everybody that's watching live, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing. Thank you for bringing your friends in here. Thank you for being here. And for anybody that watched the replay, thank you guys. And we'll see you again very, very soon. Satnam, you guys.
3 readers, 3 hours.
Yes.
Majai, the magic 3.
Yes.
See you guys later.
Love you all.